Hello everyone, George here, Catholic Positive Energy. Well, today marks the beginning of the Holy Triduum. Anyways, I had an amazing time at WrestleMania last weekend. I posted some videos already of when I was at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. It was an amazing show, and I'm so glad that WrestleMania is a 2-day event. Now, getting to what I want to talk about for this week. The topic for today's video is living life to the fullest. Now, I mentioned this in one of the videos I posted while I was right before WrestleMania started. I said, always live life to the fullest when you can. Now, I come from a poor family. I will admit my family and I are doing much better now, but because, we've all worked really hard. But when I was younger, I had a decent life. I mean, I'm not saying it was awful. It's not like like we were homeless. We were not. But there were a lot of times when, my family and I could not afford to do certain things. Like everybody who I knew when I was a kid growing up, some of my other friends, they had been to like baseball games, football games, camping, traveling. I saw a lot of people around me doing things that I never got to do when I was younger that I wish I could have done when I was younger, or like going to concerts. And I remember, and like I say, I don't want to sound like I'm bad-mouthing my parents. I'm not here. I'm just telling you a story. I'm telling you what happened. I just need to be careful how I do it because, I've noticed there are a lot of times when people close to me accuse me of, bad-mouthing people, but I'm not. But sometimes it sounds like I am, but I'm not. I feel that I lived a very sheltered life when I was younger. And also, one of the reasons is because I also put myself in that position by, like when I was homeschooled. But anyways, there were a lot of things that I never got to do when I was younger. And now that I'm older, I'm 36, I feel like I missed out on a lot of things when I was younger, But now, because I have 2 jobs and I work very hard, and I'm doing much better now than when I was much younger, I try to live life to the fullest. Like I said, I waited 17 years to go to WrestleMania, and they're in a different city every year. This year they were in LA, next year they're in Philadelphia, and I had somebody who I just became good friends with earlier today who's also a wrestling fan tell me in 2 years WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas. Now, if that is true, and I don't know yet if that's a for sure thing, I will try hard to be there because Las Vegas is only about 5-6 hours from where I live. It's not halfway around the world. Anyways, but like I say, if there's something you love, if you're a big fan of something, whether that be wrestling, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, soccer, whatever, if there's something you really love, something that brings a lot of joy and happiness into your life, or even if that be maybe not even going to a major event, maybe it could be bowling or anything, chess, whatever. Whatever it is you love that brings joy and happiness into your life, a wonderful, clean hobby, I highly recommend. If there are things that you cannot afford to do, work hard, save money, and hopefully one day you can go to that wonderful big show like WrestleMania, like I did. And like I said, I had to work hard for quite a few years, make money and save money. And I did. And I'm going to be honest with you, that was not easy. Now, but like I say, for those of you who love, major sports, if you're a basketball fan, I'm sure you would love it if you could be there for the NBA championship. If you're a baseball fan, I'm sure you would love it if you could attend the World Series in person. If you're a football fan, I don't know if I said football yet, did I? I can't even remember. It's all about 1 in the morning, my time. If you're a football fan, I'm sure you would love to attend the Super Bowl in person. Or if you love other kinds of sports, I'm sure you would love it if you could attend the Olympics in person, or whatever it is, something you follow that you love, that you're passionate about. Doesn't have to be something you make a career out of, but if there's something you love that you're a big fan of, whether that be rock and roll or, like I said, chess, whatever it is, if you attend these things in person rather than just watching on TV or on your phone or tablet or iPad, being there in person, you get the most out of it. You get a real kick out of it, because if you're a big fan of this, if this is something you love, if this is something you like when I went to WrestleMania, being there in person around lots of other people who enjoy this just as much as you do, you can relate to them. You can also make some wonderful, dear friends who have something in common with you that you can share and talk about. You might even meet that special someone if you haven't already. So like I say, living life to the fullest, going out doing things, experiencing the world rather than just, like I said, for a lot of years, because I was poor, I would just sit at home and watch things on TV because I couldn't afford to go to these things in person. There are even some people who can afford to do certain things, but some people are hurt because they've recently went through some devastation and they just don't want to be around people. They're healing. They're working on themselves. They're not ready yet. Please don't let that be how you live your life all the time. I encourage you, go out into the world and experience things. That's what I mean by live life to the fullest. I think I've said that about 2 times. I don't want to go on and on. And also, like I say, another thing I'm trying to do more now is I want to explore new places. I told you last month I recently visited Tucson, Arizona, and it was wonderful. I was only there like a day and a half, but I wish I could have been there longer. It was a 7-hour drive for me, and normally I don't travel long distances alone, but it was nice to be able to do that alone and have some new experiences, explore new places. I encourage you all to explore new places. Go visit places you've never been to before. See the world. Experience the world. Just don't worship the world or live for the world. Live in the world, but not for the world. Live for our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen? So these are the things I mean by live life to the fullest. I can't tell you. Here, let me talk about the downside. What happens when you don't live life to the fullest. I talked about it a little bit. Like I say, when I was younger, I got picked on and bullied a lot when I was a kid, in elementary school, middle school, and even a little bit in high school. So it got to the point where I was just so sick and tired of experiencing that. I hated being in public school. So I was homeschooled all throughout high school. And even though I was happy, looking back on it now, because I was a completely different person when I was a kid. I mean, I didn't like being around people. You know, I was afraid I wouldn't fit in. And I was much different then than I am now. Looking back on it now, I wish that things would have been different. I wish that I would have had more confidence. I wish that I would have been involved in things when I was younger and be around more people. But like I said, I didn't know how to properly socialize with people. So I was home all the time. I watched TV all the time, played video games, watched movies. Those things made me happy. But I feel that I didn't live life to the fullest. And I didn't for so many years. So I think about this every day. I mean, I want to try out new things. I go to restaurants I've never been to. I try out food that I've never had before. When I was younger, I was always afraid, I don't know if I want to eat that. I may not like it, so I'm just going to eat something that I know that I like because I know that I like it. If I eat something I've never had before, what if I don't like it? I don't want to do that. That's how I would think. But now I've tried new foods like caviar and haggis. Don't ask me what I thought about the caviar. Anyways, but I'm trying out new things all the time, and I try to explore new places as much as I can. I don't have a whole lot of free time, so that's why I try to do what I can when I can. And what else? You know, I try to have some brand new experiences because, like I said, I just got tired of doing the same old things over and over again, and I try really, really hard not to do that. That's what I mean by living life to the fullest. Get out of your comfort zone, step out of it. Don't be in any kind of a comfort zone. Experience new things. And that's what I mean by living life to the fullest. I think I've said all I can with regards to that. Just want to talk a little bit about some other things before I sign off. I hope all of you have seen my endorsement by my bishop of the Diocese of San Bernardino, Bishop Alberto Rojas. If you go on Catholic Positive Energy, our YouTube channel, it's the only video that you'll see at the top that is a short. It's only 11 seconds. That's what that means by short. And I was so happy because I saw Bishop Rojas about 2 days ago, and I was so happy to be able that he did this. I wasn't sure if he would. I told him that I have a YouTube channel called Catholic Positive Energy, and he said, "Wow, that sounds like something amazing. I want to look at that." So I emailed it to his secretary at the diocese, and she said that she would make sure that he got that. So, you know, I hope that Bishop Rojas likes this channel. If he's watching, I know I'll see him again and I'll ask him. So it was wonderful to have, you know, a Catholic bishop help me promote my channel because, you know, for most of us here who are already Catholic, and listen, if you're not a Catholic, please don't feel like an outsider by the way I'm talking, okay? Please don't. I mean, after all, I do have Catholic in the name of my channel, but this group is open to everyone, whether you're a Catholic or not, whether you believe in God or not. Everyone is welcome here. Just please don't post any mean comments, and everything's fine. You know, we all need to coexist. But it was wonderful to get a Catholic bishop to help endorse my channel because, you know, bishops are high-ranking priests in the Catholic Church. Normally they lead a diocese, and for Catholics everywhere, we always honor and respect our bishops as our church leaders because they were obviously chosen by God to be leaders, chief shepherds of dioceses and archdioceses around the world. And I'm very glad that my bishop did this for me, and I will always love and respect him for that. Absolutely. And hopefully I'll get other bishops or even other well-known people to help me promote my channel. That would be wonderful. So I'm glad that we're growing. As of this broadcast, we have 74 YouTube subscribers. I hope one day I'll get to 100. I've had this channel for 3 years, and I know there's still lots of people who don't know about it, and I understand that. I don't expect to ever become a well-known YouTuber, but it would be nice. I would love to be, but I don't know if I ever will be. I hope I am. Please pray for me. Maybe one day I will. You never know. But it would be nice to be well known for being a Catholic YouTuber. That's something I would love very, very much. Obviously, I want to be remembered for my positive attitude, my positive energy. I don't want to be remembered for what some other YouTubers put out there. Like I say, there's a lot of wonderful, funny things you can find on YouTube, whether that be like, I don't want to be remembered for pranks or for things that may seem entertaining but not positive. I want to be remembered for my positive energy. Even years from now, years after I'm not here anymore, I want to be remembered for my positive energy. That's what I want to be remembered for. I certainly don't want to have a bad reputation or be remembered for anything other than my positive energy. So that's just one thing I wanted to share. Another thing I want to share, I'm actually going to do a broadcast tomorrow on Good Friday. Well, it's already 1 in the morning, so I guess I should say later today. Like I said, when I was sick a little while ago, I didn't broadcast for 2 weeks because I didn't have a voice. I was so disappointed, but I'll do an extra broadcast tomorrow and talk about Good Friday. So I think that's all I have for now. Like I say, please live life to the fullest. If you're someone who maybe you don't have enough money or for whatever reason, work hard. Even if you have to have 2 jobs like I do it. And trust me, whenever spectacular things happen, then you can afford to do things like travel or go to WrestleMania or go to the Super Bowl or things like that. That's how you can help yourself to live life to the fullest. So I'll see you tomorrow for my Good Friday broadcast right here. And once again, I want to thank for those who have recently joined my YouTube channel here on Catholic Positive Energy, as well as the Facebook page. I'm glad to see that the YouTube channel has been growing in recent months. And obviously, especially to all of you who have been with me from the very beginning, I thank each and every one of you as well. Obviously, for those of you who just recently joined us, I hope you can get to watch some of my earlier videos. And like I say, I encourage everyone here to communicate with me. Like I say, look, I don't want you to think that I'm a YouTuber or some public figure who's never going to respond to emails or things like that. I will respond, but if I ever get more followers to a point where I'm getting like 100 emails a day or more, then I can't possibly respond to every single one. But like I say, right now, I'm not famous, I'm not really that popular. So if you communicate with me through email, just please don't say anything mean to me. Yes, I will stay in touch with you, and you're more than welcome to tell me what you think of my community or offer up any suggestions or ideas, helpful ideas, Like I say, I know everybody's got ideas, and normally people will share things, and, sometimes people, well, they'll hear what they said, but it won't always be well received. So like I say, hopefully helpful, productive ideas, I'm open to hearing all of those. And like I say, you can email me at catholicpositiveenergy@gmail.com. 1 E between positive and energy. 1 E. So you can email me there. And just please let me know who you are and what your ideas are. I'm open to hearing all of them. I'm all ears. So thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Live life to the fullest. And remember, dignification is better than criticism.